Welcome to another segment of Lousje and Bean Behind the Scene. This is Sunday, and you know what it's all about, lovelies. So welcome, lovelies. Here I am with Charlie, Lazy Bummo Charlie, and we just turned the couch around and he didn't move an inch. He just stayed comatose. He's been a good dog. I have been away for 4 days. I went to a wedding. So he was with Glenn through all the thunderstorms and all the chaotic weather patterns. But anyway, I just want to tell you a little bit about my trip. I went to Kitimat, BC. I have a family there, cousins, and a son of a cousin got married. And they always came to Ontario to be at the weddings of my children. So I had to redo the favor. And I did it gladly. And one of my sons came with me, Josh. And so it was, first of all, really nice to be bonding with him again. It was high time, as he said, because of course we visit, but they have children and other people. And it's, very little time for him and me time. So we had a really good visit. And then the wedding was in Kitimat. My cousin and his wife, they moved from Hamilton, in the late 70s. And they found work with Alcan. So they were there for many, many years. They're retired now. And they moved more north to Blind Bay because of the weather in Kitimat. But the one son stayed in Kitimat, and he was the one that got married. They all worked at Alcan. Anyway, we had to fly, and I went with the party of 6, we were 7. We flew from Hamilton, which was great, so easy, first time for me. Oh my goodness, I loved it. Small little airport, so, walked on the tarmac into the plane to Calgary. Then from Calgary, we took a plane to Terrace, and then we rented a car there, and we drove to Kitimat. And then the wedding, it was a very casual wedding. I mean, there the population is 8,000, and in the winter it's like you either fish, you snowmobile, you ski, you ATV, or you don't have much to do there because there's very little culture, so it's very outdoorsy. There were signs for bears everywhere, and we did a hike, and people were hiking that we passed that had bear spray with them. So there was lots of signs of bears and lots of talk about bears and, saw one there, but we never spotted one. Anyway, it added a little bit of excitement. So it took a whole day traveling, and then we were there for 2 days and then 1 day back. The wedding was very casual. It was at the Con Club. That was very interesting. And the Con Club had all these animals that members caught, and they were hanging on the wall. It was a different scene, honest to God. It's a whole different world, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I went to a tour to Alcan, to the factory. There was a tour you could sign on, and you go on a little bus. First you see a movie, and I found it highly interesting. None of the women wanted to come, but I went with some of the guys, and I found out how aluminum is made, how it started, and I found it very fascinating. We went to a beautiful little museum, a lot about the indigenous people and the particular tribe there. Beautiful Inuit art, indigenous art. And then we went on an amazing boat trip. Apparently there was a hot spring that comes from the mountains, and a friend of my cousin has a big fishing boat. And he invited us on the boat, and we went with 6 people allowed, otherwise it would get too crowded. And we boated for 2 hours straight towards the ocean, and it was a beautiful sunny day, a little chilly, and we saw nothing but mountains with spruce trees and mountains, and we maybe passed 4 or 5 boats, and it was amazing. We saw whales, we saw eagles flying over, and then we come to this little inlet after 2 hours because the waves were quite high. And thank goodness I'm not easily seasick, but one in the party was, so she stayed down below. Anyway, there was a little trickle from high up in the mountain, and it came down through the rocks, and they had built, the provincial government, or I don't know who was responsible for it, but picture your hot tub, but then made out of wood and rocks everywhere to sit on. And when you sat in the hot tub, your water came up to your ear and it was hotter than a hot tub. It was amazing, and it came from the rocks. And the water of the lake was freezing cold. So it would fit eight, nine. We all fit in it. And it was a fantastic experience. I really enjoyed it. And afterwards, one of my cousins, my male cousins, who is my age, she said, well, who's coming in the lake? Nobody bid, but I don't want him to take the show. So I had to go with him. And we jumped in the lake. I really thought I was going to die because everything shut down in my body. That's how cold it was. But it was a great experience. Anyway, then we went back in the boat and they threw the rods out and we caught salmon, or they caught salmon this big. They were filleted on the boat, and then we had a salmon steak on the barbecue in the evening. Oh my goodness, what an experience. So needless to say, we had a fantastic time. And now I'm back again, and now it's, back to work again with Charlie. Except this is Sunday morning and we are enjoying a coffee. So I have a really good question from Lorraine. Lorraine, thank you for this question. It's about the little jackets, because we're all about little jackets, right? Or big jackets or tall, long. Your question is, what is your favorite jacket? What jacket do you wear for what season? And what jacket never leaves your closet? So, few questions in one. First of all, I'm wearing the Harlem dress from Lousje Bean in the Dusty O's. I have this one at home, love it. And if it's a little chilly, I wear this little jeans jacket over it. I love the jeans jackets. This is the new one, right? From Liverpool with the extra special stretch. But I would wear in the summertime for sure all my little crease jackets, the linen ones and the silk and cotton blend that has the little accordion pleating in it. And I love my linen dusters, the long ones, right? I like that look with jeans and a t-shirt and flip-flops or whatever, your sandals. It's a really cool look, and it's flowy and it's nice and you feel a little bohemian. I always get that feel when I wear a duster. And then, of course, we have the winter jackets. So I would say the jeans jacket never leaves my closet. The duster does, it's linen. The little crease jackets do too, the linen ones, but the accordion pleated, I have a dark green one and I have an oatmeal colored one. They stay in my wardrobe. I wear them all summer, winter. And then, of course, lovelies, you know, I love a car coat, but I don't like that term. To me, it's like you can only wear it in the car, which is not true. And we had a good comment from one of you lovelies. She said, it's a car coat. It's called a car coat because you get in and out of the car easily. And that's definitely true, because it's usually high-lower, or it's that length just above your knee so you can bend your knee. So lovely's car coats are typically tailored, right? They're typically high-low and quite elegant, I think. So I think we should come up with a new name. We have been debating it off and on now, but we can't come up with a good name for a car coat. So let's mull our brains over together and send me some good names for a car coat. Anyway, then of course I have a blazer from Osainku from a few years ago, which I love. So it's not fitted, it's kind of boxy, it's a shorter one, it's got, you know, it's typical blazer, but not fitted, which I love too, because I can wear a sweater underneath and layer and what have you. And then of course, lovelies, there's the Clio coat that a lot of you have. And that's the coat that comes out early in the fall, like September. You get some quite cool nights where you have to go out, and that's the one to wear. And then you keep it in your closet for the whole winter, because then you can put a sweater underneath and layer. And yeah, we have the Clios, the beautiful green, right? Apple green. And then we have the gray. We always make them, but I think this winter, we don't know yet what we're going to do. We might surprise you. If you're in the market for another color Clio, we'll keep you posted. So yeah, last week was an exciting week. Tessa did a live with Ruby because I was away. I heard it went really well. I didn't see it, but I heard it went really well. And then we had the Saget and Plover launch. They are beautiful sweaters, and a lot of you are already stocking up for a little bit of a cooler day. And then, of course, the highlight of the whole month was Kate and a little Scotty on the couch. Oh my God, we had such a good time, and you loved it too. What a sweet, sweet baby. And it's so heartwarming to see these two are so happy. They are just happy, happy parents. And something to say to have a baby a little older. I don't know if you appreciate it more or you are more aware how special it is, but these two are really aware how special it is. So that was great. And then watch for the coming week, lovelies. There's an exciting live tomorrow at 9:30. And Tessa let me know, asked me to mention that there's a new Ayala bar arriving. Quite a large, huge collection, beautiful new items, new pieces. And then there's new cutloos. So always excitement, right? Let's sign off and let's go to enjoy our Sunday. And as always, keep on smiling.